What's going on, my fair dude? My name is Derman, and we are at the point of no return. That's it, gang. It's the end of Big Game. Not really, not really. Oh, come back. Stop. Come back, everyone. The end of the new and old Preston has left the Big Game. Big Game is not dead, that's a joke. And the game are still alive. Except for Pet Sim 2, but we'll get used to it. So, let me tell you. So, Preston has been now announced for a few days that he has left Big Game. On his profile on Twitter, saying that he's a pre-dev of Big Game, or maybe the old CEO of Big Game. So, who bought the game? What happened? What changes? What made everything so bizarre? We are nuts. And I want to tell you, we cannot escape the free pay-to-win crunch time. LCLC would have to do that a lot of time. Anyways, let's go back to Preston. So, a certain amount of people from the big games have left. Knowing some other game, and we know that some of the other thing has been left. But magically or goodly for people, the big games game are still alive. Oh no, how sad. Are we losing the original cat? Nah, we not. We're not. It's gonna be staying here with us forever. How sad. But the people from the dev team from Big Games are actually some dev that were with the very start of Big Games. Like we got Preston, the main man, the man that keep getting us our money scam, and me getting my head blown up by a random use I have. We got Aiden, some other dev, Joey and everything. They say on Twitter that they aren't leaving and everything. But we're losing currently maybe 6 or 7 dev, so we lose a lot of people. Anyways, who bought the fucking game? Do you know this? Do you know who is this? If you don't know, let me tell you. This man is literally the owner of goddamn Bloxfruit. He's the co-owner. And now he bought Big Game for the price of 85 million US dollar. This means people would kill themselves for a big goddamn company as Big Game, and they would literally kill people to just get Big Game. We lost $85 million to Preston, like how Notch literally sold goddamn Minecraft to Microsoft. People on Twitter say it is the actually worst joke that everyone thought. And yeah, for real, I saw like 7 or 10 tweets of people saying that is a joke, that this man is the new CEO of Big Game. Well, since now we're talking about the death of Bloxfruit, do you know how many times he do update? Yeah, I'm waiting for your answer, but I don't really need it. Yeah, that's right. Not that often. We're talking about games that update like every week. Yeah, you got the point. So now we're gonna do something I love to do, making theory about what is gonna happen to the game, or did I forget something about the slide, or am I really big idiot? So we're gonna know what this man will do after. So now we're gonna have to go to Pet Sim 99. This theory is actually like the worst theory of all of the game that I have. So really, I just made a theory about update every 2 weeks now. So that means if the game has an event that doesn't last a week, then it will last two weeks. Maybe the game will lost all the better base that was before because some people were just hype because well, we did get updates frequently and yeah, and pay to win cringe time and oh look at this new beautiful exclusive egg in the shop that you should buy or look at my pets are really strong you can have them even like you got them first one. We don't have anything to worry about. We still have to worry about the merchandise. I've got them freaking $50 to buy a goddamn plush and a guarantee. Titanic. Really clever, Preston and the team. Anyways, it will maybe become a forgotten game like Pet Sim 2. We don't talk about Pet Sim 2. And it's still pay to win. The following suite is Big Paintball 2. I don't have any commentary about this game because I haven't truly played it, but maybe some nerf because this game is actually 2 years old, and a game that is 2 years old is actually brand new on Roblox. You know that. The first game, otherwise, is kind of old, so we may have forgot it. And yeah, a lot of people don't play Big Paintball 2, and I'm one of these people, so I don't really know the plot twist of the game. Never launched the game one time, we don't really know. Yeah, some nerf or just update of guns, that's all. I'm predicting something that may never be doing ever again. So, now we're going to Pet Sim Go. Oh boy, do you remember the time Preston literally or some dev of the game literally removed the weekly update from this game? I'm considering that Pets Go it's one of these games that you play once in your life when you start the game, and then you look at it like 1 or 2 years later and you say, yeah, this is really a bad game. And I'm truly thankful to never has watched it or never play it again. So, since the game is already dead, let me do something really quick. Pet Sim Go was actually a game that hyped a lot of players because they were the RNG update from Pet Sim 99. A lot of players got huge, including myself, but I did lose them and I had to redo all of my huge. That's not the story. But the thing that destroyed the game mostly was the updates. A really far updates. We are going to go back 1 year into the past at the first and very beginning of the game. Pet Sim Go was actually one of the game that's only 1 years old, and of any big games, when the Pet Sim Go was created 1 year ago, or 1 year and a few months ago, it was known at Pets Game. A lot of people made theory about it. A lot of people were trying to figure out what game would it be, what's gonna happen, everything. Now, the only update that destroyed Pet Sim Go was none other than the Jelly update. All updates before that were incredible. You're gonna tell me, oh, yeah, but the Jelly update was like really long time ago, and you did video on it. So why would you blame something on a game that you did an update on? Well, because the update just after that was actually so bad that Big Game himself have to do some other thing. And all of the updates just after that just feel the same. The mine update, the thief update, what do you want me to say? The Christmas update. Dude, everything. There was only Titanic and goddamn huge. This was before the Gargantua of Pet Sim 99. We're talking about a game that got Gargantua so late we had to wait 2 whole years. And Gargantua tweet was posted back in Pet Sim X. And I'm not killing. We're talking about Pet Sim X. So for OG Pet Simmers, like the player that yeah, I don't want to explain. So really far a long time ago, in 2019 or 2020, end of 2019, start of 2020, big games say that if their tweets reach a certain amount of likes, they will add Gargantua into the game. Since 2020, we were 4 years later, so we had all of the updates from PetSimX, the end of PetSimX, the start of PetSim 99, and we didn't have Pets Go. It was before Pets Go existed. And when Pets Go existed, the Gargantua were added into this. So, the Gargantua were added 4 years later into a game that nobody wants to play anymore. And that's all of this. The story is going, so Preston sold the game because he didn't feel it anymore. He didn't want to play all the game and he had to update all of his game. So knowing that he has to focus on Pet 99, he left Pets Go, left all the other game behind. And they all went to the only place where people wanted it to be, with Pet Sim 2. So now it brought us to the other game that just after that, and it's Pet Sim X. So I talked about the Gargantua and everything, so we're gonna forget that. They mentioned the remaster of Pet Sim X. I don't want to really do that, but it's a bad idea. Making a remaster of a game that you already play is dead. Since it's the new CEO and new devs team, we maybe won't and ever get a remaster of Pet Sim X. This is the OG game, so for people that want to know OG days, because people still play the game. It's still alive, but a bit dead and forgotten. We don't want to lose the game because Pet Sim X is actually the only game that makes some people grew up with Pet Sim, including myself. Even if I played Pet Sim X late 2019-2020, you can call me a liar because I did one was an OG, but one of my friends is, and you don't want everything to be right now. And we maybe are going to get updates or not. This is a theory. I'm putting theory for every game of big game. Because we know that if a dev knows there's a lot of games that were forgotten, he will try to make them alive once again, or just rework. Well, you know, a remaster. My restaurant, I have no idea about the first game. So the first game was actually pretty good. The second game is actually considered to still be playable by a lot of players, and nowadays also for the people that remember the Chief Cat. Yep. Anyways, the first date game. So I don't figure that my restaurant was actually the first date game because some of the oldest Preston game were like go back to all the way to 2016 from there, so big game. It's not all. We're taking just the popular game for big game. So the my restaurant 2 will maybe get update. The first maybe considered dead. I don't know. I never played it, and I will never play it because I now consider big game a dev team. Now, let's go with this one. I can't say anything about this one. I don't want to be involved into what do you call that? I don't want to have to go to therapy, so yeah, let me remove this. This is where all began. I don't want to make any comments already about that, but we're talking about the OG Pet Sim, the game that came out in 2018 and that started everything. I have no idea. This game will be maybe just forgotten and left over, and that's all we can do. So, yeah, Steal a Pet. This should haven't exist. The game should have not existed. It should be dead by now and just one of the other rip-off game that exists to steal something. But basically, this game was just created because there was the trend of steal something or other thing. I don't remember currently, but yeah. So, well, fellow guys, I hope you're really happy to know that the big game doesn't have a team anymore and you don't want to see it, because I'm truly happy that they will open and change the game. I hope at least big game will change some games. Majorly, I want Pet Sim 99 to be different. I want Pet Sim Go maybe will one day get updates, but I doubt that. And I want maybe some of the games that were early made by Big Game, not forgotten. Look, we have My Restaurant 2. We have My Restaurant 1. We we have a lot of games that Big Game forgot and doesn't want to use anymore. Imagine we have a new CEO that just like, alright gangs, we want something new, so we're gonna put all the old game in the front page once again. We will update all of them. Well, yeah, that's just talking about anything and everything, you know. I'm just a slime. I do Fury for nothing, and yeah. So I was pretty happy to make this theory about which game will get remaster, revive, will just be up or anything, or which game will be no longer up or will no longer exist. But I think you guys have all made a point with me. I think it's. Sorry. It's either that big games forgot about anything and we won't like to have Preston once more as a game CEO. Well, my fair dude, it was the explanation of what happened to Big Game and Big Game got sold. It was the new man. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and you can leave a like, comment, or literally share this video with any friend of yours. It was the new man, as always.